Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to the Wheeler Detailers YouTube channel. In this video I will be explaining you everything about getting squeaky clean tires, and with that make sure your tire dressing or gel stays on a long time. Here we see the before situation. All this brownish finish is dirt buildup, road grime, brake dust from circa 4,000 to 5,000 kilometers of driving. And now it's time to make sure we're gonna clean the tire wall thoroughly. If we would apply a tire dressing or gel over this brownish finish, then we would cover this up, which would still be good for, let's say, a couple of days or maybe 1 week. But after that, the brownish finish will pull up through the applied dressing or gel again, and then again you see this brownish finish which you thought you'd have taken care of, but you only covered it up. Now instead of covering it up, now we're gonna clean all this dirt buildup, this road grime, this brake dust. After that we're gonna apply the dressing or gel, and with that we're gonna have a satin or glossy finish as you wish for weeks instead of days. So enough said, let's go. So we have got a bucket filled with some clean water and a pretty hard brush. We call this our Nifty Brush, which is hard nylon bristles, which are pretty much hard enough to agitate on the porous rubber surface of the tire wall. And here we have our Decon tire and trim cleaner, which I'm gonna spray into the bristles of the brush. I could also spray on the surface, but I'll probably have some overspray or on the wheel or into the wheel arches. And I like to do it very precise and accurate. That's why I'm spraying it into the bristles of the brush. So it's kind of saturated. So by doing this, I'm going to agitate the tire wall thoroughly. You can already see that the foam is getting a little bit beige brownish. And I'm going to scrub this one over my mid-slide in my bucket to make sure my bristles stay clean. I'm gonna reapply my tire and trim cleaner. I'm gonna move over to the next section. I'm gonna take a microfiber towel. I'm gonna wipe off all the residue. I'm gonna fold to a clean section. Now we can see already this is looking much better. But as this tire was very dirty, we can still see some brownish shimmer left here. So we're gonna give it a second round. Well, to be honest, I still think there's some dirt on there, as we can also see here on the towel. So I'm gonna give it a third attempt. It's getting less now. Maybe we can compare that also with the first and the second time. Normally you could also do this before the washing process. So then before you start, you're going to first start with the wheels and the tires. And then when done, you will hose it all down with your pressure washer, and or as you would go with your snow foam pre-wash session. So tires are now clean. Already feels much better. I don't see the brownish shimmer here anymore, which is good. And I'm gonna prepare to apply the black tire gel. You might be thinking, why am I wearing flip-flops? Well, on my summer vacation I got injured on my heel and I just can't wear a shoe yet without getting blood stains in the shoe. So therefore I thought, well, let's try the flip-flops for a couple of days. So if you go on vacation, watch out for your heels. Here I've got my Contour tire wipe, tire dressing applicator. Comes with a plastic basket, which I really like because after use I can close it in with the plastic basket. The residue or rest of the tire gel or dressing won't smear around, smearing on other parts where I layered, like a workbench or a tool cart or a detailing bag or whatever. And we spray the black tire gel into the foam part and just spread it out nice and evenly. It's a soft kind of foam. With that you can pretty much also apply over and between the letters. In this case I see Michelin here. And with this product, with one layer, you get it kind of, let's say, satin slash glossy. I'm gonna leave it cure for 1 minute and I'm gonna apply a second layer. Then you even get really shiny as you like, you know. Often it would withstand, let's say, 2 to 3 washing cycles, and then after that you would probably reapply it, because then you're back on the natural rubber. There we go. Second layer. So now I'm going to close it into my plastic basket so it doesn't smear around between my other tools. So here's our ready to use tire and trim cleaner. We did 3 applications on cleaning the tire wall. In this case, as you could have seen in the previous shots, it was very dirty. And then we wiped it all down with a microfiber towel until we got it clean. And then we applied the Decon Black tire gel, which is our oil-based tire gel. And you can choose 1 or 2 layers as you like, going from, let's say, dark and satin and rich, or really shiny finish. So what really amazes me is how dirty actually the rinsing water is after only 1 tire. All that brownish kind of shimmer and residue that was on the tire wall is now here in this bucket with dirty water. So you can see that scrubbing your tire with a tire cleaner really makes a difference. If you like tire dressing, then you want to click on the pop-up banner to see a video which compares a glossy tire gel with a matte tire dressing. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys and girls in the next video. Bye bye.